Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you live and in charge. We're going to be having some fun, man. It's going to be a ton of fun as the countdown to green gets ready to go here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We are live for a championship race at the Hrt2Heart Racing Series. Rob Van Ness giving us a like out there early on Facebook. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you to all the chats early. Thank you to Jess out there, of course. Thank you to all the drivers. We are live. Lunatic Designs presents our countdown to green here as we get ready to look at the straightaway speed these drivers are going to be trying to, well, first and foremost, manage. Again, check out Lunatic Designs if you haven't done so. They are one of our proud partners here from Signature Esports. Chop Shop Racing, your broadcast booth sponsor, giving us all the audio that you hear today. So thank you to everybody out there for all their support and pretty much what's happening. It is right here, right now, Las Vegas to the Truck Series. Hrt2Heart Motorsports presented by AlanTilleryAuto.com, Cito Carpets, Steak and Shake, and, of course, Buchanan Resort here tonight. These drivers are locked in for a huge, huge race. Final race of this first season, and they're going to have the next season coming up here in just a few weeks. So we're going to be literally back-to-back seasons. They're only going to take a couple of weeks off, and they're going to get back at it, and they're going to be absolutely blasting it out. Let's go to all the drivers. Hrt2Heart Championship race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway is going to run 1.52 miles in length. Track temperatures at 78 degrees here qualifying, is 78 degrees on the air temperature, 45% humidity, clear skies, 2-mile-an-hour wind, 120 laps, 4 tire changes, 1 fast repair. It is the Las Vegas. It is the motorsports speedway of I think it's one of the best on the West Coast. If you're asking me. Between this and Homestead, I'm pretty impartial to both. So both tracks drive characteristically fun. This racing surface will wear itself out. The tires are going to be something you're going to see that falls off early. If you have not been to a Steak and Shake near you, I encourage you to go do so. Make sure that you find one. You go up there and you order one of the best things that you can, and that's one of their famous burgers. I'm telling you. They're delicious. Steak and Shake has been a part of the community, not only for the Hrt2Heart Motorsports, but a part of your community. And most of them are locally owned and operated by somebody you know. So make sure you step on in to a Steak and Shake today and make sure that you grab yourself a shake, some fries, and get one of those beautiful, delicious steak burgers. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. AlanTilleryAuto.com for a brand new Chevy, Buick, or GMC. They have deals going on right now, and of course, you want to make sure you get out there and test drive one of those new Chevy Silverados. 2025 series coming out very soon. I saw Hrt2Heart Motorsports actually put out a teaser today for maybe something that's going to be happening next week or next season for everybody. And I'm pretty excited to see what's going to happen there. But the new 2025 Chevy lineup is going to be coming out soon. It is going to be a ton of fun. We got double duty today as race control is going to be holding on, as points are going to be pretty much in the favor of Scott Cazenave. Now, Scott is going to get he won last week, so he's going to get the UL this week. Robert's second in the point standings. Dudley's going to be third in the point standings, as all these drivers are going to be looking at pretty darn fantastic. We've got driver cams tonight as well. And it's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to take a look at that as soon as we get through our green or our countdown to green, our starting grid here. Man, how about it? Starting grid presented by AlanTilleryAuto.com. Buchanan Resort is also the next step in the direction that Jess and I need to go on vacation. We're going to see how that's going to work. Dudley Roberge, you're going to make up your front row here. Brad Duff, Scott Cassidy going to make up row number 2. Dan Cullison is going to be your inside row number 3. Rusty Robinson to his outside. BJ Lane III is going to be there inside row number 4 with Benny Jones to his outside. Joe Flack, Bud Light Biker, could make up row number 5. The Mr. Culver, the Jerryness, the Culver man is going to be there on the inside of row number 6 with Greg Langford to his outside. And Bobby Joe's going to be out there in row number 7 with William Martin to his outside. Michael Butler, Ryan Perotti Sr. going to be there. Row number 8. Row 9 will be James Borden and Steve Harrison as these drivers are ready. Championship race means championship standings, which means championship mentality, as every one of these drivers is going to be absolutely a lot of fun to be able to see what these drivers do. So Scott Cassidy is going to be, as soon as they pass the start-finish line, we're going to give him the well, because he won last week. He has to start from the tail end of the field. And that's pretty much where it is. That's how it is. So Dudley's going to be your pole sitter. And we'll let those drivers get ready to go. All right, it's going to be a ton of fun here tonight. We have 11 driver cams tonight, and we appreciate everybody who grabbed themselves a driver cam of somebody disappeared there, so we'll have to check on that. There's Bud Light Mike. That's one camera that's gone. We'll have to check that out. There's Bobby Joe in the overalls and all the cool things he's got going on. Your D4 cam is going to be Scott Cazenave. I'm piping through them. There's Brad Dove, the Doveness, Sir Doveness in the Merc cam. Here is Greg Langford. That is Cedar Carpet's best. He also sponsors Signature Esports. Make sure you check him out as well. There is BJ Lane III. He's giving some love out there. Much love to BJ and the 99. There is Benny Jones. Yeah, he's going to drive that Longhorn 15. He's ready to go as well. Driving the VR setup. We appreciate that. There's Chris Roberge, the outside pole sitter. The nicest Canadian you're ever going to be. And I think he's got himself a new cam. Love it. And that's Peroni in the number 50 tonight. We're going to be at it here in just a moment. And there is James Borden in the Giggity car. How about it? We're ready. You're ready. We're green. Las Vegas. Brad Dove early and get going. Works the bottom side. It's going to be right on the back bumper of the 49 on the lower portion. We'll see if Dove enters the outside lane with the Dove Farms LLC. Is at that pink and yellow truck, which I absolutely love. A little free for the 25's. Got to settle in. Caution comes out early. Greg Langford involved. He is sideways on the bottom of the racetrack. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Cold tires. We're going to chalk that one up, too. Oh, baby. All right, I got to check on a driver cams. One of the driver cams dropped out. Oh, it was, I know who it was. Yes, sir. Give me just a minute. We're going to go back and review the start. All right. We're going to go right here. Let's back up. All right. We gotta do some due diligence behind the scene here, folks. We got to look here. All right. Let's 55. 55, 53, 54, 50. All right, folks, he wants me to review right He didn't accelerate until... There's the line right there. All right. Mr. Dudley, you're in the clear. I'm going to clear your black flag. It was close. It was close. I mean, the line is... $55, but where he could have went in the starting zone there, he could have accelerated without getting a penalty just a little bit. That's what was going on there. It clocked him. It said it clocked him at 56 at the line, but he wasn't. He was under the speed limit. That's what's going on. Double duty, folks. Race control and call to race. Dudley's going to be your race leader. Dove's going to be on the outside, and Cullison, Chris Roberge there on the inside. That's what I mean, is that it clocked him, from what I'm seeing on the race control side of the things here. It clocked him at speeding at 56 miles an hour at the front at the line prior to where the restart zone is, but he wasn't. I went back and even looked at it from the overhead point of view, and pulled up the telemetry in iRacing. All right, Dudley, Dove, Cullison, Roberge, Rusty Robinson, Betty Jones, Bud Light Mike, BJ Lane III, Joe Flack, William Martin, Bobby Joe, Michael Butler's going to be the Rosen restart. It happens, folks. These things happen. Let's go, Bobby Joe. Let's go, Cass, Stephanie out there, even to Mike. Let's go, racing from Mr. Dove. Good to see you all out there. We're ready. We're going. Checking all the flags. We should be good to go. Oh, Cass and Dave having to avoid here. Let's take a look. There's Scott's penalty there. He had to go. Big checkup on the inside. That was a penalty there for passing below the bottom, but that thing had an issue there. We might have some black flag issues. Permissive is what it goes. All right, Dudley, Dove, Roberge, Dan Cullison, Rusty Robinson. There's a big checkup through the field, and there's a big separation. Sometimes you have to move over. I don't like it, and they didn't get it. It's not like you got to run, so I think that's a rule that they have. We'll have to make sure. We'll double check. Dudley out front. Brad Dove's going to be in second. Roberge in third. Fastest lap of the race so far. Bud Light Mike at the 47 rolling up for Benny Jones. Bobby Joe's going to be in that 8 car. That's what I was doing. Sorry, folks. In the midst of all of this, I want to make sure that we get things going. All right. We'll make sure that we keep our eye on iRacing stuff. You know, not very often you guys get to see the things behind the scenes. There's our driver cam, Mr. Robert Dudley, big Roll Tide fan. He is your race leader right now, currently, as it would be. Rusty Robinson, fastest lap of the race. He just ran a 30.41. Dan Cullison just ahead of him. Bud Light Mike right behind him. Mike in that second spot. Rolling into the corner. We're going to see how this fares out. Again, these drivers putting on a show here. Outside lane. This is a multi-groove racetrack, but those tires can get very free. See Dove work at the outside lane just ahead of these drivers. Dudley and Dove side by side. Roberge in the middle portion of the racetrack as well. A little free. Oh, hold on to it. 25 up the high side, try to side draft. 98 to the bottom side. 49 not quite clear just yet. All drivers drop into the corner. 98 of Chris Roberts to the bottom side. As we'll go looking back to the main screen here. Good battle here for the lead between three drivers. As Dudley able to hold on to the lead currently. Thank you, folks. Boogity boogie from Dan. Lame boys on the move. I like to see it. He didn't lay back. That's for darn sure. So I went back to look at it. I saw the black flag and I was like, it didn't make any sense to see why you get a black flag. But it was passing. It was passing on the bottom side of the racetrack. But he had to. He shouldn't have had to have slammed on the brakes there. Everybody got rolling, but there was a big checkup on the outside. So if somebody misses a gear, you kind of have to move. So those things do happen. All right, let's check on BJ Lane. He's going to be in that 99 roll, the first portion of the corner. Thank you, dear. Happy anniversary to you. I was getting there. Folks, Jess and I have been together a long dang old time. I met that beautiful lady. We met like 14 years ago. But she and I have been together for 12 years now. Combined together, we've got 6 kids. We're a mixed family. And, it is our wonderful, wonderful anniversary. So happy anniversary to you, dear. Much love. Love you. Bobby Joe on the toe. And this is her favorite driver right here. The old 02. He's wearing his overalls. He's there to run. He's there to win, right? That's what it is. He's got that He's got that light flashing around in the background. Got the old gaming room set up. That is her favorite driver right there, folks. Ain't mad at her. There is Cazenave, though. He's going to be right in tow. He's pulling that second group around here, a third group around here. Excuse me. Got to play catch up here. That checkup did cause him some issues, though, so that's something that you are seeing right there. So maybe just have it abide some time and take the chance here. 15 of 120, again, 120 laps. You're going to have to pit around from lap 48 to lap 55. Going to be a 2 pit stop race for the majority of the drivers unless they have another caution or two. But I don't think so. I mean, they run the mile and a half pretty darn well, so they've been a lot of fun. Their next season, though, is absolutely legendary. Roberge out front, missed the pass for the lead there. Brad Dove is going to be in second. A good opportunity for Brad Dove to get a mile and a half victory here tonight. Has an opportunity to knock it for every one of these drivers. 25 behind. Dudley's going to be in third. Dudley is your pole sitter, and he is cruising right now. He'll be there side by side. Dove up on the outside. Dove able to extend on the back straightaway. And then get side by side for the 3 and 4 now on the front straightaway. Just having to manage. That's exactly what they're doing. Thank you to all the drivers on our Beef Jerky Unlimited driver cams. This is Greg Langford. He was able to get himself on pit road about a minute 2 seconds fixed. So he held on a fast repair, which is not a bad idea. Get as much fixed as what you can. Let's see and Peroni go side by side. There's a lot of opportunity for Greg to have some race line. Check out Cito Carpets. He's absolutely legendary. How about BJ Lane to third? He is ready to go forward. Little steak and shake on board Kim. Along with the Beef Jerky Unlimited. If you haven't tried out Beef Jerky Unlimited, she is absolutely beautiful beef jerky. Yeah. All right. That'll be the day. All right. Well, who's next? No. Not Joe. Benny Jones. Let's go, Benny Jones. It's Hook 'em Horns. Oh yeah, that's forgot Longhorn fan. It's that, but horn. Yeah, we'll not. Who's he got on the front? You know, sometimes I get curious about paint schemes and what they've got going on. Get some. The face is very, very bright on the front of his truck. That's killer. That's awesome. Eddie Jones sitting in sixth right now, up 2 spots. Roberge is your race leader. The old 98 Monster Mobile out of the back straightaway still holds a 3/10, almost half a tenth of a gap to Brad Dove behind him. Want to see how this fares out for every one of these drivers. Again, the nicest Canadian you're ever going to meet. Part of the Athens era of Olympics. There's Ryan in the old 50. He's got a little right front damage. And he still haven't delivered the Romeo's Pizza. Just saying. Don't get into the wall. The pizza will be late, sir. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see any late pizza. That's awful. Don't do that. Last but not least, there is James Morton, the old giggity car. Appreciate what James is doing. And come on, Butler, says Odom. Let's go, Dudley, says Mr. Dippin' Gaming. Thank you, Budgie. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. It's your Dan's your anniversary too. Happy anniversary to you as well, man. I'm checking on chat right now. All right, I call him the giggity car. Well, because of the number. Hold on, it didn't play. There it is.
Giggity.
There it is. All right, the giggity car ready to go. Let's go back to the main screen. We'll check in through your battles here. Ober, 7/10 of a second. Does have Brad Dove battling it out here with Robert Dudley. Side-by-side racing for those two drivers. Dudley trying to clear the bottom side. Dove able to make that work, but here comes Rusty Robinson and that number 5 machine. Dan Cullison working the outside lane. Benny Jones in 15 up 2. Is Bobby Joe up 6 behind him. BJ Lane the third. Son to Bobby Joe is going to be right in tow right behind. You're welcome, of course. We like it. We started seeing each other a couple of months prior, but we didn't really make it official apparently until, like today, 12 years ago. So, the old official capacity. It took us forever to just agree on when we got together. So if that tells you how our relationship has been, well, it's been pretty amazing. She's a good woman. She treats me well. I promise you she treats me well. I haven't always been the kindest to her when it comes to our relationship, but she has put a lot of faith in me, and she's given me a lot. Give me a lot in life, and she helped me deal with probably the worst tragedy of my life. And then when sometimes when they say you need a good woman to save you, that's literally the story of Jessie. So I'll forever be grateful to her for the woman she is. That's the truth behind that. No. Yeah. Anyway, let's not get mushy. Well, Burns, Robinson, Dove. Robinson to the outside battle here for the 25 of the 5. 5 getting around the outside. That's the preferred lane on older tires. And now Dudley trying to work his way back to the inside. They're going to probably split this I would say they'll split it in thirds. 40 is a good number for most of the drivers. 41, 42. Dove and Dudley still side by side. Dudley is your pole sitter. He's sitting here in 4th. Dove almost gets across the nose of the 49 there. It was very close. Good battle here on the front straightaway. See if Dove still holds the second lane. Dove doing a great job, though, of playing defense to Dudley as they get into the corner. Dove still runs the second lane. 49 right into the throttle onto the back bumper. And this is where a bump draft out of the back straightaway can get the 25 tight into the corner. An arrow push him up the racetrack. 49 down to the bottom. 25 still trying to hold the bottom side of the racetrack. 49 off corner exit. Still there, corner. Got to make it happen. 1 1/4 second difference here as Roberge leads Dove and Dudley. The biggest battle on the racetrack currently as Dudley goes back to the inside. Dove up on the high side, second lane down the side draft. It'll be door to door. Oop, little touch from both the drivers. That's just hard racing. Nothing wrong with that. Seeing some things happen back here. Jerry Culver's giving some props to William Martin, who just got free there apparently. So we'll take a look. Actually, let's take a look right here. I think William Martin. We'll take a look at what happened to William Martin here. I think he just got free. Nice. Just got free. That's it. Watch William Martin out of the corner. Gets up under the marbles. This track does carry marbles to the wall. Ooh, baby. Gets a little tight in the corner. Pushes up. It's a little free. He's good to go. William Martin up 3 still. Jerry Culver up 1 to the top 10. BJ Lane dropping to 9th here, but don't count him out just yet. Cassidy is going to be off 4. Benny Jones up 1. Dan Cullison's going to be off 1. Bobby Joe up to 5th here. Does have Dan Cullison behind. And I'll tell you what, Bobby Joe moving forward here. Roberge, though, 1.4 second lead over Rusty Robinson. Roberge needs not push, just needs to manage the gap and manage his pace. Robinson last lap just about 2/100ths of a second faster, but this time by I suspect that Rusty's going to be a little bit faster, seeing that he just cleared. So last lap for Roberge. He'll stay same thing here. Joe Flack back here. Flash the man. A lot of love out on the racetrack. This has been a great season. This is my second season with these guys. Or second season? I can't remember. Second season. It'll be season 3 coming up, right? Hold on. Check it, Discord. Hold on. Give me a moment. Sorry, this is their 3rd season. Season 4 is coming up, and so they ran a season without me, and they had it for season 2, season 3. This is season 3, so season 4 coming up for these fine folks, and they've been an absolute blast to be able to watch and be able to get out there and root. So they're going to be back here in just a couple of weeks after this week's race. They're going to take about 3 weeks off and then come back and hit it hard. We're going to have some fun with them. Greg Langford coming up pit road. He's going to be the first taker. I think he's got that damage still. It's still enough to make that truck have some issues. So we'll see if he works his way there and gets himself moving. Come on, Greg. All right, let's go. 14 to the 0-2 from Dan. Stryker, checking out the championship race. Great season. Good luck to all the drivers. Bud Light, Mike. I like it, Stryker. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dan. Much love to you. No mushy. We like the mushy sometimes. It's good to hear it still happens. You know, I'm going to tell you that it takes a strong woman to make a. She kind of did 2 things for me. She helped me first and foremost. She helped me grow up. Yeah, she did. She helped me grow up. And she gave me an awesome 10-year-old. Just so you know, folks. An awesome 10-year-old. And I've got some beautiful stepchildren that I love very much. We have a grand pup together. We have life together. That's what it is. Bobby Joe up to 4th here, trying to get around Dove. Dudley back to 5th. Maybe a little tight in the corner. We'll see. 36 of 120. So Greg did go ahead and come in. He got tires. He's going to be trying a different strat here. Maybe short pitting to be able to get some speed back out of it. Went out there. Welcome back, Ryan. What have you missed? 1 caution. Everything else has been good. Get ready to get into the green flag start of this one. Greg Langford was wrapped up with that first caution. He just came to pit road, got to his first set of tires, and is working his way forward. Roberge is out front. Rusty Robinson in 2nd. Brad Dove is in 3rd. Bobby Joe is on the inside of Brad Dove here, though. Bobby Joe is your biggest mover of the race. Oh, 25 trying to turn in on the 0-2. 0-2 up to the door. They're not giving each other any inches here. Don't count out Bobby Joe here. You hear it behind the scenes. Oh, man. Go Rusty, says Dan out there. I like Rusty. 1.6. He's managing here. It was about 2/10 of a second there as the 0-2 to the back bumper of the 25. Bobby Joe has the long run pace. Has caught the back bumper of Brad Doves. Trying to work his way forward. Doves sits in third. That's where he started. Bobby Joe onto the bottom side looking for clean air. This battle for third is becoming a profuse one here as they go. Two to the bottom. Out of the corner to the back bumper of the 25 up near the wall. All the way to the bottom. Bobby Joe side by side. 25 will be down to side draft corner exit. 0-2 head of steam, middle of the back straightaway. We'll see the side draft from Bobby Joe. Turn 3 is where they made contact last time. But I do believe Bobby Joe might be able to try to clear and slide here. It's going to run up the racetrack. There's the dirty air. 25 back to the bottom side. 25 all over the back bumper of the 0-2. To be careful into the corner. 0-2 back to the outside. Good hard racing for both drivers. Got to have track awareness. But Bobby Joe up to third. Cassidy is going to be up to fifth. As Dudley is going to be on 5, trying to work his way forward. Dan Cullison working back forward again. Long run race pace is huge. Roberge is your race leader. Almost a 2-second lead here. Will have to manage when he comes to pit road because right now you're going to see drivers come to pit road. And Betty Jones, James Borden into pit road right now as well. We take a look here. Things have cycled around. People have moved around here, of course. This is absolutely insane. Roberge. A little bit of lap traffic. Sees Bud Light Mike in front of him. Mike in 17th. Came to pit road on 39, so is one lap down. And we like Mike. Be like Mike. BL Mike. Be like Mike or Bud Light Mike, however you want to call him. Love his paint scheme. Mr. Swope, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you being out there, my friend. If you haven't checked out Swope Streams, you got to go check out those guys. Those guys are fun. Right. Good little championship race here. I like it. I like it. How about Dudley, though? Sitting in 6th. BJ Lane coming to pit road. Ronnie's coming to pit road. I like Ryan's new setup, by the way. I like the way he set his camera up here. Hold on. We got to find him real quick. I stopped labeling the cameras because it's a pain in the butt, just so you know. Bam. Here in Steve Harrison coming to pit road as well. I'm telling you, we're going to have to, babe, we're just going to have to put everything together. We're going to have to, at some point, go visit all these fine folks. Go up to Canada and pay a visit to Roberge and a few folks. We need to go to Australia still. Go see all of our friends over there. We'll have to go see Dan. We'll have to go see Bobby Joe coming to pit road. Cazenave coming to pit road as well. Culver's there as well. Culver's up near Washington where he used to live up there. As the 07 to Greg Langford trying to make that work. Go down to Florida. We can go see this guy. Go over to Tennessee. We can go see this guy. We can go to Arkansas to Alan Tillery Auto. Go see that guy. And over to Tennessee and see Greg Langford too. Go stay at that a beautiful, beautiful resort he has over there. Brad Duff back to second. 5 seconds to gap. Roberge needs to not short pit himself here and needs to make sure that he's not giving up too much time to a couple of the drivers behind him, like Bobby Joe, who's coming off pit road right now. You put a lot of drivers off of the cycle here. There's Benny Jones, who was working hard. There's Benny Jones right there. He's moving up through the field. Chance for him to possibly lead a lap here. Michael Butler in the 8 truck is at 12 now. He is your biggest move of the race. In championship race, non-playoff structure for these drivers. Burrs, 5.5 seconds. Butler trying to salvage here. He's got no paint scheme. What happened to his paint? Hold on. Re-downloaded paints. Butler's got no paint scheme. That's not normal. Well, that updates. That's still not exciting for you. Robert still needs to pit. Top 3 still need to pit as they come around. And as they do, be right back.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Butler's out there leading laps as the track goes to Charlotte. Robers to pit road. Will take his tires. Will take his fuel. Benny Jones will make the pass for the lead. As now Bobby Joe will be coming around as well. So Robers runs long. You don't want to see. He's going to have to. So he's going to have to think about this. You're going to have to think about this if you're Robers. He ran very long there. We're on 52, so about the cycle of what the green flag pit stop should be, about 48 laps, according, because they did have the caution in the on basically lap 1. Benny Jones is there. Butler's going to be coming off pit road again. No paint scheme for Butler, so it was correct in that nature. But Benny Jones, 3-second deficit to Bobby Joe, and Bobby Joe able to extend here. Now Robers, I was talking about that. You want to make sure that. I know he's fast and he had a 2-second lead, but now he's going to have a little bit more work to do than what he needs to. It does 4 and 5 lap fresher tires, but the wear on these tires when they level off after about 20 or 30 laps, he's going to have to make gains and try not to burn this stuff up now. So this has got to be the long horse for him, and he might have to think about if there's no caution between now and maybe lap 90. Coming to pit road somewhere in between then. So the cycle's going to be about 40 laps for the majority of the drivers. Benny Jones, where he is at right now, 2.5 seconds behind Bobby Joe. He did run a 31.43, about 3/10 of a second slower, but Benny Jones, when he pitted at 40, leapfrogged the field and gave himself a very, very, very good advantage here. And from being in the back of the field, now up 7 spots. So that's a big move, and a phenomenal out of the phenomenal race strategy that he has going on. Chicken in on the chat. Butler needs paint. He got a pre-owned one. Who's the fastest on pit road? Fastest pit stop was Dudley, 14.93. I'm sorry, take that back. Dove, 14.80. Cullison, 14.73, 14.63. As far as total time on pit road, though, the fastest driver getting in and out of pit road is Michael Butler, 45:42 total time on pit road. So Butler maximizing the pit lane strat there. 45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour on pit road. You can flirt with the limiter just a little bit to be able to keep yourself in there. So, yeah. That was a tough one to pass. You think Butler would be up there by the end? I think Butler... Normally, I'd agree with you, but barring a caution, Butler's 16 seconds off the pace of Benny Jones, which is fine. Bobby Joe, 1.68 behind. Rusty Robinson's going to be behind him. Roberge is catching. Roberge is on the biggest tires, but again, when I talk about the strategy here, he's going to have to. So he came in on 51. Roberge came in on 50. Butler's going to have to. He's going to have to stay out late and try to leapfrog some drivers, or short pit himself to leapfrog some drivers, to be able to hold them off. So those are the way it goes. We can also show you pit strategy here. Bam! There's when everybody came to pit road. And then, I know it's hard to see. Gotta find some time somewhere, somehow, some way. You'd move chat around. Sorry, folks, moving chat. There you go. So you guys can see your drivers. And then, when we select the pit strategy here, we're going to put ourselves into... hit the button. There it is. Pit stop time. 15-2, 16-2 for Roberge. Roberge lost a second to a couple of the drivers here. Now, Roberge has gotten himself around BJ Lane and Rusty Robinson here, so he takes over second. So Roberge right here carrying the 0-2 and the 5 with him. Casadave in fifth. Still got some ground to make up. 3.8 seconds as Roberge pulls away. Benny Jones is currently a race leader, but 0.4 of a second. So Benny Jones doing a great job here. He came in 15.2. There's your pit stop time. I do have this information. It's just tough to see, and I have yet to mess with this overlay. This overlay, one, to make it darker to read, but also to make it to have an ease of use, because I would like it to be, honestly, I would like it to be bigger, but I would also like it to look differently. There's how long they were on pit lane the entire time. So that's what it is. Roberge 47.2, Jones 46.5, Bobby Joe 46.5 as well. Robinson 46.5, 46.7 for Dove. Cassidy 49.6. Losing a lot of ground there. Jerry Culver up inside the top 10. He's putting himself in a good situation. Yeah, there it is. Logos. Roberge. That back down. Right there. Joe Flack heading way to race leader as Roberge leads. Cassidy back to sixth. Brad Dove holding on to fifth. Take a look at where Dudley is. Dudley, fastest lap of the circuit, trying to keep himself cool, calm, and collected. Roberge with an opportunity here to solidify second. We'll have the most laps led here in about 3 laps, I do believe. Yeah, somewhere around there. Oh, he has the most laps led currently, but I think he... Take that back. See, Benny Jones led a good stint there. He's about 10 or 12 laps before he'll have that locked in for that extra bonus point. But, I mean, right now, Cassidy leading into the points coming in is pretty much guaranteed the season champion. But you definitely want to get out there to win the last race of the season, because that sometimes it bodes more confidence than anything else. Here's Jerry Culver. Down to the inside, the 07, Greg Langford. Culver moving places up 2. Dudley off 7. Dudley might be just trying to save some fuel here. You can't make it. You can't make 60. You can't make the 60-plus laps that you needed. to get to pit road. Actually, 70 for some of the drivers, 70 plus laps. It's just too much to overcome. So it's good. We've been looking into the iRacing platform, the NASCAR 25 platform, and Benny's got it, says Dan. Benny Jones in the top 5 still. 1.25 second difference here between he and Brad Dove. Benny Jones just hold on to about 14 more laps. Steve Harrison up 4. He's the 91 of Joe Flack behind him. Joe Flack, big toe. Whoa, battle for position. 91.51. Here's a battle here for 14th. Steve Harrison having a good race. Joe Flack to the bottom side. Do need to get out there and race. Cass for the championship that's 2 championships this season. So I know that they've got some rule changes going in for qualifying points and some other things like that as well next season. So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out, and we have to keep track of a lot of things there as well. I'm thrilled and excited to see what these fine folks are gonna be doing. And of course I do appreciate. I appreciate them bringing me back on board as well. So it'll be officially booked after this race ends, which I absolutely cannot thank enough for the Hrt2Heart series and what it means to be part of the Hrt2Heart. Yeah. Now Ryan's got paints. He can still use those paints. It has his name on them. Bud Light Mike. William Martin. AJ Lane III. Dr. William. I like it. Call him the Doc. Great Scott. Anyway, Robert's your race leader. Bobby Joe's in second. Rusty Robinson's going to be in third. Benny Jones holding on to fourth. Brad Dove in tow. Closes down at 0.3 of a second difference here. And Benny Jones, opportunity knocking in Las Vegas. I'm going to take a vocal break. Be right back. If you haven't done so, reach up at that like button. It goes a long way to support the stream. I'll make sure that volume is lit and everybody is ready to go. Good to see you all out there. Of course, and always, I will be right back. All right, had to get something warm to drink. Of course, I'm a coffee fanatic. Bobby Joe, 2.5 seconds back from Roberge as these drivers going to work. BJ Lane, the third, coming up pit road, 77 of 120. This is when the drivers can make it. 43 laps to go. This is a good stop for some of the drivers. Excuse me, that was a weird belch. You know, first driver off the lead lap is going to be Joe Flack. He is battling in contention. Steve Harrison on pit road getting the truck worked on. And had some damage. I do believe he is sitting there for a moment. BJ Lane, the third, into the 99. Will Steak and Shake. Working it massively here. Jerry Culver up to Butler. Up to the top 10 right now. Again, when it comes to the cycle, we're going to see what these drivers are going to do. Greg Langford coming up pit road as the 07 CNL Carpets driver pushes in to the race line. Roberge, Bobby Joe up 11. Your biggest mover of the race, still sitting in second. Rusty Robinson having a good race here. I'm a fan of Rusty. I know Jess is a fan of the O2. I'm always a fan of Roberge. I'm a fan of Rusty, and the challenges he tries to do with this racetrack. An absolute blast to be able to watch what this driver can do. Brad Dobbs going to be in fourth here. Casadave getting around Benny Jones here. He's going to be taking over fifth here. Benny Jones up to the race line here. Right behind Casadave. Here Culver coming to pit road. Calling that out for the drivers. As right now the 99. BJ Lane to third, trying to go around the outside. You get tight right there with some drivers. Jerry Culver almost had a on-track incident there. Pushed him tight there. I know the 99 was trying to get around some tracks, some drivers slowing down, but that kind of can make it issue. It's good to see BJ Lane able to clear that out, and Butler and Culver getting out of that clean. Chris Roberge, 2.8 second lead, 2.9 second lead. Benny Jones coming to pit road. Is that cycle that I was talking about toward Benny Jones and somebody trying to short pit themselves to put themselves in a better positive situation and an opportunity not good for everybody. Joe Flack has the O2 right there with him. Bobby Joe to the bottom side. The flash up high. Joe Flack. It's always been there at the end of each race and is very much taken the best part of his racing craft and giving himself a good position. Roberge, Bobby Joe, Rusty Robinson, Brad Dove, Scott Casadave. That's your top five. Dudley holding on to sixth as drivers complete their green flag pit cycles here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The championship race has been absolutely a blast. Rusty Bobby Joe turned it up. 99, let's go, says Lewis out there. I'd like to see it. Dan saying the mid-pack is going to do it. Well, I stepped away. I did put the last laps for the drivers out there to show you kind of what was going on that ticker. Here's the best time for the drivers. Here's your fastest laps of the race. Dan Cullison has the fastest lap of the race at 30.4. I'm sorry, Rusty Robinson has the fastest lap of the race. Let me correct myself there. It shows a 30.40 on the relative on your screen there, but on my iRacing live timing, it shows me 30.41. But you know, those things do happen. How about we actually go to the gap and we'll get rid of that. We'll go to that, and this will show you the complete lap time. Rusty Robinson at 30.408. That's going to be the fastest lap of the race. Bobby Joe at 30.6. He needs to run a faster lap than that. That's sir. Please run a faster lap than that. That is that's an evil number, Ricky Bobby. That's an evil number. All right, folks. I appreciate everybody being out there. And again, if you haven't done so, hit that like button for me. It does go a long way to support the stream, especially out there on YouTube. Make sure you guys are putting comments out there. The more comments we get, the more interaction. We hit that algorithm on every platform. So we want to thank you all for that. Thank you to, of course, all of our partners, affiliates, and folks out there. Again, the driver cams are amazing. No, so the championship drivers, it's a battle of points. This season they don't have a chase. I do believe next season they aren't going to have a chase. The rules package is put out right there. Scott Cazenave came in with a points lead. I think let me go back to it here real quick. I had it up and pull it back. 43 points above Roberge. The battle for the championship is pretty much locked in for Cazenave. Roberge and Dudley have a battle for second going on. They come in separated by 4 position points. And that was the battle coming in. So Dudley did have the pole, so he gets a point there. He gets a point for leading the race as well. So there's some points there. So that negated 2 position points. So Robert Dudley, if he now Roberge is going to get a point for leading the most laps, and is going to get a point for, of course, leading a lap. Fastest lap of the race again to Rusty Robinson as he comes to pit road. To lock it down here. So Roberge and Dudley. So Roberge needs to finish comfortably here. Needs to be cool, calm, and collected, and finish this race in a few positions. Actually, I'll tell you what, the 98 just needs to either win the race or finish a couple spots ahead of Dudley. Dudley needs 6 positions over Roberge. So Roberge has to go mistake-free for second in the overall standings. Cazenave coming to pit lane. Bobby Joe coming to pit lane. Dan Cullison takes over fourth. Robert Dudley's going to be at the third here. So Dudley needs to finish ahead of Roberge. Roberge has to go mistake-free. And that's your battle for second in the point standings. Oh, man. Mark, how are you doing, my friend? It's Mark Retchen out there, the JCMO. Show me. I know that name very well. Sir, how are you? How is Alan feeling? How is everybody doing out there? Tell me how you're doing. Dudley coming to pit road. Roberge still staying out there. 8-second lead over Brad Dove. He's in second. Dan Cullison holds on to third. Currently as Butler rolls Dudley into pit road. So the 49 coming in for the final pit stop of his race. Peroni's going to be in on pit road as well. I believe he's getting some damage taken care of. Maybe trying to, yeah, he's good. He's good to go. And then, yeah, there it is. Roberge, your race leader. 99 to the outside, getting one of his laps back here over your race leader up near the high side. Good to see everybody out there putting in the energy. Doing good. Hello, North Missouri neighbor. That's from the missus there, Mr. Mark. Hanging in, doing okay, hanging in. Thanks for absolutely. I will ask you every time. Roberge coming to pit road. Got to figure that was going to happen. Brad Dove trying to close in some of that gap. He's going to do so on the bottom side of the racetrack. Michael Butler will take over the lead here. And this might be an opportunity for Butler to try to close in some of that gap as well. Right now, Jerry Culver trying to work around the outside. Bill Flack coming to pit road. And all the driver cams working. Everybody working hard for their money. Dudley is going to be right behind Jerry Culver. Came in on 89. 10-lap difference here. 4.7 second difference between he and Jerry Culver as all the drivers go to work. Final pit stops happening here. Bud Light Mike into 47. Off the lead lap as well, but that is all about cycle, I do believe, as everybody continues to push the boundaries of these cars. How about Bobby Joe is making the pass on Roberge as Roberge comes off pit lane. Bobby Joe came in on 88. Rusty Robinson behind him came in on 87. A lap difference. Jerry Culver in on 79. 91 for Roberge. That's when the points leader comes to pit road. You pretty much have to make it happen. There's the blue hair of Cazenave. He's wearing his brand new shirt. We appreciate him. Hopefully that thing's not itching. You can see the scratch. Don't scratch. Black Scott, good guy, part of the Allen Tillery Auto group out there. There is Mr. Dove, the Dove Farms LLC driver. Last time on pit road, 46.68 for the total pit time there. 1482. We'll go, as soon as the green flag pit cycles, we'll go back through and see who was fastest on pit road. William Martin coming to pit road this time by as Benny Jones is going to be the first driver on newer tires. 2-second deficit between Michael Butler and everybody else. Greg Langford to 15th. There's the 07. He is in the Hrt2Heart Motorsports Championship short. It is a shirt, not short shirt. And doing a great job of continuing to push the pace. We love Greg. We love all he does. Cino Carpets giving you all the action. There is the 99, old BJ Lane the third, and everything he has going on behind him. We love to do flag. We love what he's got going on. I wonder if he got the tachometers hooked up yet. I know he is working on that. And he's got some real-life tacks that he's going to be trying to work on getting going. We love to see it. Benny Jones up to second here. Trying to close in. 25 laps to go. Presented by Cino Carpets. Again, 757-536 5155. Make sure you go check him out. If you're in the Virginia, North Carolina area, he is the specialist when it comes to luxury vinyl planks. And, of course, getting your hardwood floors taken care of. Rob Burge has led every bit that he can, so he's going to maximize the bonus points here tonight and try to hold off. Robert Dudley is going to be 5 seconds closing. 5 seconds to try to close back down to Roberge. There is Mr. Peroni, the pizza man. We should call him Pep Peroni. I like it. Ryan, not trying to make fun of your name. You're just running the pizza truck, and it's awesome. I'm just saying. Much love to you, brother. I like his truck. Makes me want pizza. And then there is Mr. Borden, the old giggity number. We appreciate James getting out there running that as well. He's ever improving. Works for Walmart. Works back at the sporting goods section. I believe that's what he told me. Got to remember. My memory gets short sometimes. Pretty sure that's what it is. That's why it's camo. Yeah, sporting goods. Love what James is doing. Michael Butler still leading 20 seconds over Benny Jones, and will still need to come to pit road. Benny Jones to the outside. Battle for a second here as Roberge clambers up the outside as well. Butler will be coming to pit road. A lot of drivers have closed in that gap. Bobby Joe to Roberge. Roberge to the outside, trying to make that second lane work into the corner as Butler comes to pit road. Bobby Joe trying to lead a lap here. He might be able to get this one led. Down the back straightaway, we'll see as Roberge drops to the inside. Bobby Joe still not credit, but I tell you what, Roberge passing him pretty darn profusely here. Is Roberge, Bobby Joe, Rusty Robinson in third. Bobby Lane Jr., Bobby Joe back to second. So Roberge takes back over the lead. Butler on pit road. Going to take the cycle here. Tires and fuel. I think he might have only taken right sides. So he gets enough fuel to make it. Only right side tires, trying to minimize the damage. Having to come to pit road a little bit later. So everything should level out for him pretty easily, but he's going to be in 10th. Bud Light Mike will be coming around the front straightaway and might be able to make the pass on Butler here. We'll see how these two meet up. Butler actually might be getting up to speed. He is going to be up to speed here, so we'll see Bud Light Mike in tow out of 2. Can I what? Oh, kick him. Oh, yeah. Can do. Bam. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Just so everybody knows, pineapple belongs on pizza. You said what you said. Oh, man. Thompson, what are you saying, man? No, it doesn't. Pineapple does not belong. You know, if that's 98, 99, BJ Lane going a lap down. 5 laps off, or 5 position points off at the start of the race. All right, I said I was going to do it. Pit strategy. That's when they came to pit road last time by, folks. That is how many pit stops it is. Never had pizza with pineapple. It's an acquired taste. Here's your pit stop times for the last time by these last drivers. 15-7 for your race leader. Lane 15-1. Robinson 14-9. Benny Jones a 15 flat. 14-9 for Dudley. Cassidy 14-8. Dove 14-8. Culver 14-8. 15-4. Now Butler, it'll pop up here in just a little bit when there's a little bit of extra. Had a 15 or a 12 on a 12.2, so that'll be his pit stop time for Michael Butler. But we will take a look at the pit lane time. That's going to be most important. Drivers coming off pit lane, fastest drivers off pit lane. Going to be Rusty Robinson, 44.6. He sits on he was the least amount of time on pit road outside of where Butler did 43.23. So a lot of time there. Ham and pineapple is yummy, she says. We're gonna have to get in it, and that's no different than the fruit snack comment, right? All right, I'm putting it on YouTube, folks. We're starting to poll. Does pineapple belong on pizza? It is just a yes or no. Go for it. It's on YouTube. There's a poll. You guys get out there and vote. Should pop up whenever you take a look at it. Make sure you do vote, and we'll give everybody the opportunity to vote for a little bit. Does pineapple belong on pizza? And the next question we'll ask is Welch's fruit snacks candy or not? There you go. 1.6 second deficit between Bobby Joe and Chris Roberge. Rusty Robinson and tow 1.5 back from Bobby Joe. Benny Jones still inside the top 5. Brad Dove there as well. Dove came in on 91, trying to pull ahead. Dudley right behind Dove, giving a little bit of extra into that race pace. But Brad Dove, 31.42 last time by, trying to play catch up to Benny Jones. Does have about a second and a half to Benny Jones. But Benny Jones doing a great job to maximize the track there. Lost a little bit of time in that first early going, able to pit himself into position. Fruit snacks are a fruit snack and definitely not candy, she says. How's my day? It's my anniversary with Jess there, brother. And we are on a race. You know, those things are the way things happen, right? 13 laps to go for Chris Roberge, 12 now as Roberge rolls. Folks, you see it on the bottom left hand of your screen. They've been scrolling by. That is our sponsors for Signature Esports. So I want to make sure that I give some love and credit where credit is due. Jess is the woman that helps make this possible, but everything else couldn't be done without sponsors. Of course, I want to thank you to Lunatic Designs for coming on board it's another design. I know I do a lot of design elements, and I know I do a lot of graphic work, and I do a lot of videos for a lot of people out there. If I were to recommend somebody to do it outside of myself, it's going to be Keegan over at Lunatic Designs. You can find him on Facebook. You go to Lunatic and make sure that you hit him up. There's a link tree in our Discord as well. Be able to go in and see where you can find his stuff at, paint schemes to car wraps to hero cars and stuff like that. Always a ton of fun to be able to watch him go to work. So thank him very much. Search Performance is an iRacing team as well that puts a lot of time, energy, and effort into what we do, and we absolutely love that team continuing to grow what they do. And I know that we only have a couple of weeks left with Search Performance on their sponsorship, but I tell you what, they've been such a great team that I'm going to continue to support them outside of that. So thank you to Search Performance and Paul Peffer and all the fine folks over there with that team, giving us some huge love and some huge support. We're going to continue to support them beyond this as well. Beef Jerky Unlimited is the best beef jerky in the world. I don't care what you say, hands down. In my opinion, it's made here. It's made in the United States, made in Michigan, ships directly to you. It is literally the best beef jerky I've ever had. And they have beef, pork, chicken. They have jerky chips. They have all kinds of different seasonings and barbecue sauces at their store. You can either stop by up in Michigan, or you can give me the benefit of just going and ordering a package. There is no promo code. There's no discount because it's worth every penny. It's a product, and normally I ask for promo codes, or I ask for something with companies to be able to track ROI. I know that people have ordered it because they direct message me and they say, hey, this was some great beef jerky. It's some of the best that they've ever had. On top of all of it, it has the best flavor that you're going to ever ask for. So Beef Jerky Unlimited is hands down the best beef jerky you're ever going to get. So get out there. It's $55 plus shipping. You get 6 packs of beef jerky. They have different packages you can put together, or you can let them choose for you. And it's enough beef jerky to give to make you cry. I'm telling you. I was addicted. Even to the spiciest one they have, I was addicted. Absolutely. So I love that stuff. It's great. It's a great snack if you're a protein fanatic like myself. Make sure you check them out. CNO Carpet, 757-536-5155. We talked about them earlier. Make sure you give Greg a call if you're in the Outer Banks, North Carolina, Virginia area. Please give him a call if you need it. Jess likes the A1 beef jerky. She likes that very much. And I can't wait until after all her surgeries are done. She's going to be able to have some and enjoy it. And of course, Chop Shop Racing, legendary league. I love the Hrt2Heart family, and I'm glad to be a part of the Hrt2Heart family. Chop Shop Racing, over the last almost 2 years, has pretty much kept us busy 3 nights of the week, at minimum 3 nights a week. And I want to tell you this much: Chop Shop is one of the best leagues that you're ever going to see. So make sure that if you're looking for a league out there and you can't get into Hrt2Heart, that you get out there and you go find. Oh, Brad Dove having an issue here. Brad Dove off the racing surface. Dudley gets around, seeing that happen. Benny Jones to 5th, Cazenave in 6th. Brad Dove losing some ground here. Something happened to that driver. Hopefully he's going to be able to work back. We got 5 laps to go. Oh yeah, and thank you to everybody for that. It's go. Yeah, 1 more to go. She's going to get all the front taken care of, and then you should be able to finally eat regular food again shortly thereafter, which is going to be awesome. Chris Roberge, Bobby Joe, Rusty Robinson. Your top 3 have been the drivers to look at for a night outside. Pole sitter Chris Roberge has been dominant at Las Vegas. We're going to be 3 laps to go. Better change your vote. Don't change your vote. Hold on. We have. I'm going to end it. Here it goes. Let's look at what the poll. It's 2/3 say yes, and a third of the people out there say no. So I'm outvoted this week. I'm outvoted this week. There you go. You win tonight, babe. 2 to go for Chris Roberge. It's been a good race. It's been a solid season. And a big final thank you to all of the sponsors of this series for getting out there and putting the time, energy, and effort in. Buchanan Resort, of course. AlanTilleryAuto.com. Alan Tillery is going to come on as a primary sponsor for next season. So it's good to see the Chevrolet family coming on board and making some things happen. And big special thank you to Steak and Shake as well. And, of course, and always, everybody out there who is tuned in each and every week. CNO Carpets, of course, with Greg Langford. Give it a lot of time, energy, and effort to everybody here. White flag waves, final lap in this season has been absolutely a ton of fun. Chris Roberge dominant in today's race. Scott Cazenave should be, without a doubt, your regular season, your Season 3 champion. We'll talk to him as well. Chris Roberge comes around. He's going to be in victory lane here in the final race here in the season, in Season 3 here at Las Vegas. Roberge dominant. Bobby Joe is going to be second. Rusty Robinson is going to be third. A fun time for everybody. Dudley will be fourth. Cazenave is going to be in fifth. Only one caution tonight. This race did good. What a great race. Striker. What a performance from the Roberge. So congrats to the way to the end of the season. On a bang. Absolutely. Big Roberge. Much love. Let's go, Bobby. Says Jess. Conform. I refuse. I don't blame you. I'm not a pineapple guy. Good love for everybody. Roberge will burn it down. Here on the front straightaway, Casadave will be able to burn it down as well. Chance for the drivers to burn it down. Big love for Roberge here in Las Vegas as he gets the victory. Race results. Final time for Season 3. Roberge, Bobby, Joe, Rusty Robinson, your top 3 tonight as Dudley finishes in 4th. Cassidy finishes in 5th. Jones, Dove, Cullison, Culver, and Butler are your top 10. William Martin, Bud Light Mike, BJ Lane III, Joe Flack, Greg Langford, your top 15. Borden, Perotti, and Steve Harrison bring out the rest of the drivers. Man, oh man, he was a stud. He really was. Cassidy will come up and be able to give some love for the Allen Tillery team. And he's going to be your champion tonight in this series. So phenomenal day for all the series, for all the drivers. Championship run for Scott Casadave. Comes to a close for Season 3. Double champion for the Hrt2Heart Racing Series. Everybody gets the opportunity to burn it down as they double pirouette the burnouts here. Like, you talk about timing. That was pretty darn good timing. Let him celebrate. Let him celebrate. Just let him celebrate. Cassidy is going to be your champion. Roberge, your race winner. We'll talk to everybody, give him some love, and let him give him some final shout outs and some final time here. So it would be congrats to Kaz. What a great race. I thought it was a great race. I thought it was a phenomenal race. Roberge hasn't blown it up yet. So great run by Roberge, man. I think he's still got a lot more left in that truck. It's interesting. Nicest Canadian he is. he finally blew it up. Finally blew it up. We'll talk to him here in just a second. As Roberge. P2 of the point standings as well. We'll come home second to overall in the points. As we'll talk to Chris Roberge, who's going to be your race winner. Second overall in the point standings coming in, and I believe you're going to leave second overall in the point standings. Not bad runner-up to have a dominant race at Las Vegas. Congratulations, Chris. Walk me through it, man. I was glad. First and foremost, I was sure glad you pitted when you did, because it made your 50-lap strategy prior to that nullify itself, in my opinion.
Yeah, so start off because when we start off the race here, I thought we had the pole, but Dolly beat me by a few seconds ahead of me, but it's okay. I was trying to get a point for that, just to get closer to Scott there for points here. But most of it pretty easy. Somehow the restart says 60 miles per hour, so I was doing that, but Dudley was going a little slower, so I had to go a little slower just to keep with him, so I can't get a black flag either for passing him. And then somehow he got a black flag for that. But the rest of this race is really good race here.
One of the biggest things about Las Vegas is making sure that you don't turn your right rear around too late in the run, because this track is a ton of fun to drive. It's pretty well a good battle track when you can get side by side with somebody. But the biggest thing that I see is that once you get on that long run, you have to manage your pace and you have to manage your right front. What'd you do to be able to do that, to be able to try to pull away from these drivers?
Yeah, so lately I've been just letting off a bit and staying sure like the middle lane there. I think I noticed that the middle lane is better than the bottom lane or the higher lane. and highlights kind of burn up the tires quicker. So I just let off on the corners there, mostly on turn 3 and 4. I do, but the 1 and 2 I don't. I slightly ease off on the gas on that one, but not, and just take it easy all around. Make sure everybody has enough room to go by, or me get by them. Just give them a lot of room for it, so there won't be no errors going on. But I managed really well. It was a good race there.
I think it was a phenomenal race. Chris, did you get a new light? Because your camera looks phenomenal.
No, those are actually my 34-inch monitors here are pretty good there. No, I just don't want no power go out on me again. I noticed that
Yeah.
if I have so much stuff going on, it will actually blow the breaker.
Gotcha.
So lately, I just have just main lights off. I just have just the monitor, the air conditioning going, just to keep the computer cool. And it's pretty warm out there too, so
Yeah.
kind of keep everything cool. So that's all I got.
Well, I tell you what, whatever you're doing right now, it looks like you almost have a professional setup there, brother. So I appreciate you. Thank you for getting the old driver cams. How's Frank?
Frank is doing great. He's getting a little bigger. He's getting a little smarter. If you say no or ta-ta, actually will give it to you. Or sometimes he said no. We're trying to feed him, okay, but he turns his head, shake his head, no. So we're not forcing him to eat.
Yeah.
But he's getting there. He's getting a little smarter.
Love it, man. All right, brother. Well, you got a victory here tonight at Las Vegas. A phenomenal run for you. Congratulations, of course, and always. It's always a pleasure to see you get out here and have some fun. Give me shout outs, brother.
Big shout outs to Hrt2Heart for doing this wonderful season here. It was a good battle there for the season. Century Esports here for broadcasting. Thank you there, Jason. And a little bit with Robert Church with you at the time being. A big shout out to Chop Stop Racing here for for helping us out too, just cheering us on. Of course, other things too. Big support is my godson Frank and the Hogans and my wife and my landlord that look after our place too.
I like it, man. Chris, much love to you, brother. I look forward to seeing you coming up here for a new series, new season, Tuesday evening. You got more truck racing coming.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it. It's a good practice here too, so hopefully I do well there too this time.
Brother, I hope so too. I'll see you next time, okay?
Oh yeah, see you then.
That's Roberge. Churchy's out there, says getting ready to watch today, man, of the 360 Nationals finale. Man, big yay. Stephanie, can you volunteer to be his trophy? Stephanie, you can do, yes, go ahead. Absolutely. Go ahead, my dear. Let's talk to your P2 finisher tonight. Bobby Joe coming home in P2. And I thought for a moment there the long run was going to play in your favor, but you settled into second. You and Rusty just kind of running there with each other for a little while. What'd you need? You needed a little bit more, but what else did you need?
I needed Chris to slow down a little bit. He was fast, man.
He said he was backing up his corner and running mostly middle second lane.
Yeah, I was backing mine up too, which I was down on that line, but I had a really good tire where I'd practiced it all week. And you know me, I try to be good on the long run, and I thought this race might go green, and it did, but it just wasn't enough for me. So congrats to him and congrats to Scott, dude.
I know that it says on the title, folks can't see it because I've got your camera up, but it says racing for fun. But next season, the gloves are off, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here every race. My plans are to be here every week. I won the late model championship last year with these guys, and I think I was -3 points in the truck series at the end of last year. So I'm coming after both of them.
I like it. Scott's double champ this season, so you kind of have to put it to him, right?
Well, you can't ask for a better teammate than Scott. We work together every week, and we put in hundreds of laps together every week. So we worked together, and dude, I got to hand it to him. He was here, and of course he won a lot of races, and Chris was with him in the points too, all except for that one time his computer cut off, and I hate that for him. I would have liked to seen it come down to them two battling it out for a championship, but because they're both fast.
He had a battle for second, that's for sure. Coming into today's race, he and Dudley were only separated by 4 points, so that lead was not safe, and so he actually had to work. So I think he drove today like he needed to win to be able to hold a spot. Scott just needed a safe race, so which is a good thing for him, not to push too hard, because if anything bad happens, then you lose so much time, so much momentum. I think he still had enough points to be able to carry him through, even if he finished at last. But it's it's that way.
I told him at the beginning of the week that's what he was thinking, that he needed to finish decent up front. And I said, dude, all you got to do is start this race, and you're going to win a championship.
Yeah, he had enough points without Scott's without Roberge's issue there. Plus, Roberge missed another race too, so there was Roberge had a chance. It just there's life gets a hold of us, and we have to do things. So, but it was a good battle. Seeing Dudley up there, last season's champion, coming in and finishing third in the point standings is a good time. But you got a P2 finish tonight. That was fun to watch. It was a good race.
Man, the timing on the qualifying was so close. I couldn't believe I qualified 13. I was running 5s in practice and by myself, and I really thought I could get up front, but I had to work my way up through there. So I'm really happy with second.
So qualifying through 16, separated by less than 0.2 of a second. Beyond that, just under 0.4 of a second. So that's saying something. I mean, Roberge lost the pole by 0.51 seconds.
Yeah, them guys, they were up there racing hard, and I tracked them down, but they were burning it up, and I was lifting and saving my stuff, and once they started burning it up, I put it on them.
What needed to happen? Biggest mover of the race.
Except one of them.
Just needed that one more. It's all good though. You got out there, P2 finish. I get to talk to you again. Congratulations, my friend. Give me shout outs.
Well, shout out to Hrt2Heart and all our sponsors, Alan Tillery, Rusty, Buchanan, Greg, you for what you do for us. We are going to start another season here in like 3 weeks. I'm looking forward to getting that cranking. Want to give a shout out to my wife for letting me sit up here every night and play with Scott. I told my wife, I said, hell, I talk to him more than I do you, but we that's what you got to do if you want to run up front in this league. But I want to give a shout out to my daughter Jess and your wife Jess, and I wore my overalls for you tonight. And man, just everything y'all do for us and help us with is we could not put on this league without every guy in this league. I mean, they're just a great bunch of guys, and we enjoy doing this every week. So thanks to everybody.
Well, get a little bit of a break and then get to come back and do it again. So that's going to be a ton of fun to watch. Bobby Joe, much love to you. Go enjoy the off time. I know that we'll probably throw up some special. I've got a special event I need to do for a young man, so we'll probably give some love out there to the leagues and make sure you guys are invited to it as well. But yeah, good season for you. And now you've got another one coming up that you gotta get that contention. I see it happening.
I think I got something for him.
I like it. Confidence early is what matters. All right, brother. We'll see you. We'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Bobby Joe P2 tonight as they work, and they did a great job working each other and last but not least, when it comes to your top three finishers tonight, it's going to be the man, the myth, the legend, the Buchanan Resort native, Rusty Robinson. I got to talk to you a couple of weeks in a row, man.
Hey, Jason, man, good to be back.
I tell you what, you had a truck tonight. Tell me about it.
Had a pretty good truck for sure. It ran good. It ran pretty good, but man, congratulations to Chris. Good gracious, he was so fast. It was incredible. I don't know what he was doing, but man, it was awesome. And Bobby Joe as well. But really good race.
Chris was talking about backing up at his corner and running a half lane to a lane up. He said the middle second lane was working better for him. Where'd you find your speed at too? Because I mean, I watched the transition with Bobby Joe and yourself. Kind of into the middle of the middle mix, and then just kind of having to work yourself forward. You two kind of followed each other around this racetrack. You were ahead of him there for a little bit. What was this track? If somebody were to say, "Hey, I want to start iRacing tomorrow," what makes this track so much so fun?
The track, you can run flat foot, wide open all the time, and that's absolutely the worst thing you could do with it. So I was lifting every lap, kind of running the hash marks and the lower middle part of the track, kind of aiming for those in the turns and just rolling, just kind of rolling out of the throttle and back in pretty quickly most laps.
One of the things I do like about this racetrack is you can run flat-footed. You don't want to run flat-footed. That's what I completely agree with that whole situation. One of the things that I do know on this racetrack is that there is a time and a place to run flat-footed, and that's usually 10 to 20 laps to go. But you guys pitted with a good strategy here, I think, that kept you where you needed to be.
Yeah, I was happy how we got in and out that last time, and just it was so much fun to run green like we did tonight. And but I saw Chris back there, and his closing rate was so quick, especially after the last pit. I thought he caught us quick the middle stop there, but man, the last one he was just rolling.
You had the best average time on pit road. You also had the fastest lap of the race. When it comes to execution, I mean, I think from what I saw out of you, of course Bobby, and of course everybody in the top three was execution was on point tonight.
Yeah, thanks. That's good to know. I practiced a little bit at it, but I was a little worried about getting in the pits without messing up, slowing up too much or heaven forbid speeding.
Pit road here is finicky because you can see, you could think you might have it in a section. You flirt a little bit too much with the danger line, and it just goes the wrong way. But Rusty, it is always a pleasure, man. I like seeing what you guys are doing. Get a couple of week break, coming back for the next season. What's your plans for season 4?
Hey, we're looking forward to it. Congratulations there with Scott winning this championship this season. But yeah, season 4 can't come too soon, really. I kind of will have a couple weeks off and get right back at it.
You finished the season 6th of the point standing, since they just updated that. Wanted to make sure we got to see what was going on there. You and Greg had a good little battle there. You and Dan had a battle there for a little bit. Man, what a good scenario to be in. Man, I tell you what, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see what you guys do next season. Greg, you and the Buchanan family, give your shout outs, man. It was a fun season. We've got another one coming up.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Thanks so much for the broadcast there. I think your wife Jess had some surgery this week. I heard. I hope she's recovering good. Hrt2Heart, thank you guys so much. BJ and Scott and Bobby Joe and all the guys that make that thing work there. Alan Tillery covering the broadcast. That's so awesome what they do for us. And Scott's a great employee for them. And again, the champion. So what more could you ask for? C&L Carpets and Steak and Shake. And thanks a lot. Enjoyed it.
Rusty, always a pleasure, man.
Good night.
That's Rusty Robinson, P3 finisher. And last but not least, the bluest of hairs, the bluest of guys that comes out is going to be your champion. And is going to be the guy that everybody's going to be going after next season. It's a real deal. It's a real thing. It is.
Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
Your double champ for the Hrt2Heart series.
Yeah, I got a trophy right there. You can see it.
I'm working on it. I got to get back over to. I got to get you your camera because things bounced around.
I think I got it up. I may have closed it.
Oh no, I'm looking. There's Bobby Joe.
I can open it up right quick.
Yeah, it's closed. It's closed.
All right, give me just a second.
I want to make sure.
There you go. Should be up now.
Hold your hand.
I put the Allen Tillery hat on because they
took
do
care
a
of it.
sponsor this league a lot. Yeah, not just me, the whole league.
Let's see.
It's a great sponsor to have a Chevrolet dealership sponsor the league.
Yeah, you got a whole lot of opportunity knocking when it comes to this league and everything that's going on here. Let's move this over here. There it is. I got it fixed.
Chevy says there's a late model trophy.
There it is. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
showing it.
I put up a shelf today actually.
And now you got another one coming.
Yes, sir.
All right, you had to start the race today, but if you had a bad night, like Roberge had a couple of weeks ago, could have made things interesting with 18 drivers into today's race. First and foremost, congratulations. I mean, you're champion. I mean, there's no way about it. Walk me through this season. Walk me through this race. Walk me through everything that you had to go through. Through two championships now for this season, but all the things that you guys have had to learn and deal with and overcome.
And that's a lot of questions, but I just tried to be consistent this whole season, and I got better this season. Just doing all the practices with Bobby, and me and him will do hundreds of laps just practicing, trying to figure out the best setup as far as the ratio and offset and tire saving. And but this season has been great. Just been, like I said, I tried to stay consistent and stay out of trouble. If a guy's faster than me, I'll let him go and try to catch him later. I don't want to fight and get a wreck, and I try to stay out of trouble. But as far as this season, it's been great. We've had a really great season. And we're going to take about 3-week break, and then we're going to do it again. So looking forward to it.
I mean, that was one of the things that I was seeing. I'm actually pulling up the stats section of what you had in the truck series here. Your average start is 2.3 out of the 19 starts. You have 5 poles. Your average finish is 3.3. I mean, you look at what out of the 1,501 laps that you've ran today, or that you ran this season, one of the biggest things that we see is that you have 100% top 10 finish rate.
That's pretty impressive. I didn't know that, really. I haven't looked at all that data. I know it was pretty tough starting in the back, but I came up through there pretty quick, and I had a car that could do pretty good on the long run, but I wasn't going to catch Chris. His car was floating tonight. He's fast, man. He's fast everywhere we go. He's had some bad nights, or this championship would have been really close. It would have come down to probably tonight.
It looks like he led only 5 more laps than you this entire season.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah.
So looking at you've
pretty close.
You've led 26% of the total laps you ran, which is 383 laps. Roberge has led 398 laps at 27% of the laps ran for the season.
Wow. That's pretty good.
So you guys,
it's going to be a good season.
You guys
going to be a good
50,
next season.
I was going to say you cover 53% laps between the two of you.
That's pretty good.
I think that's a stat to live by off of. Only 52 incidents all season long.
That's pretty good.
And
Yeah.
I look
He's
at
good too, man. This season I've gotten better. And like I said, the practice paid off. It's just been helping me and Bobby, working with him and BJ. It's just unbelievable, man. I've just got better, and I did get better equipment, about a year ago. So that's helped a lot too. So
I tell you what, man, you got 7
earned
wins.
it all, man.
You got 7 wins in this entire series over the course of your race, man. And what do you think? What was the biggest improvement? We talk about new equipment, and I talk about equipment a lot with drivers when it comes to iRacing, because you can get out there with $100 wheel and pedal setup and do just fine. We watch drivers like William Byron get out there and do it. But what was the one thing that made the best improvement on your driving when it comes to equipment?
It was the steering wheel. It was the direct drive. I had the Logitech G29 or whatever it was, and when I got the direct drive wheel, that made a big improvement. And I was racing at a desk, and then I bought the rig, and I got triples. But the wheel, I think, was the most thing that I really noticed that I got better. I could feel the car better, the feedback. I raced for years, and you may think this is crazy, but I turned the force feedback off. I hated anything moving my wheel.
Right.
I don't like that, but now I do. So I've come a long way. But for years, I raced without the force feedback on the steering wheel. I didn't like it at all, and these guys thought I was crazy because I didn't. But I started out with a G29 at a desk and got my A license on it. I mean, but the wheel has helped me as far as feeling the truck, feeling the track, the slipping. I got the butt kicker here about 3 or 4 months ago, and I can really feel the car, the tires when they go to slip. They start slipping. I can feel it in my butt. And that helped too. But I think the steering wheel, Jason, made the big difference for me. And it's just a lower level entry direct drive, but it's awesome, man. It made a big difference in my racing.
One of the biggest things I see folks out there talking about when it comes to their equipment is being comfortable in their seat, and I think that's the adage that we have to always look at is, you've got to be comfortable with what you're doing and what you put yourself. It's no different than, you see the gamers out there with mouse keyboard setups or running on a controller. Somebody's going to be you have to be comfortable with the equipment you're using. So you got to tune it to yourself. You got to find what works, and you did. So you become champion here for the series here for the Hrt2Heart Truck Series. And man, what a season!
Yeah, man, it's been a great season, and what a great broadcast we've had, every Saturday with you, and the end of the late model season on Wednesday. It's just been fantastic, man. This league it's one of the best leagues out there. It's just unbelievable, the guys, and the respect we have for each other in here, and it's just awesome. It's awesome. I can't say enough about it, Jason. I mean, you broadcast a lot of leagues. I mean, you see it. You see how good this league is, man. It's amazing, the guys in here and racing with them. It's unbelievable, man.
I will tell you that this is the first, and I'm gonna say this with as much respect to every other league out there. This is
right.
This is the first good old boys league that runs competitively, treats each other with respect, without the drama that I've seen in past. That is just, you guys continue to catch ground, and you continue. This league continues to do a phenomenal job of adjusting into what could be just a little bit bigger each time, just a little bit more. You just a little bit more, not like big changes, not big swings. You're taking, and you guys take advice well, so which is good, because
yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of things out there that I've seen. There's a lot of things out there that other league owners have seen, and you guys try to make up your mind and do what you've got to do. But at the end of the day, holding yourselves accountable and letting the league run. That's half the battle. The other half is just making sure that the image is there to continue to press forward. So you guys have done a great job. This league is starting to get to the point where, I mean, I get people asking me about this league all the time because it's a Saturday league. It runs clean, it runs fun, and
Yep.
and that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have.
And I got to go back to the good old boys because it started with me and Bobby and BJ, and we were just gonna host races and have some fun. And we were in a league, and it was a lot of drama, and we decided to just host our own races and have fun, and then it just grew from there. It's unbelievable.
And normally,
what we have now.
and normally that term "good old boys league" or "good old boys club" is sometimes held with a little bit of disdain. I mean that I mean that in a positive way. I don't mean
I
that
get
in
it.
a
Yeah, I
very
understand that.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I want people to understand that what I'm saying is that this is the first time I've seen a good old boys club, meaning that all the drivers are comfortable with each other. Even if they have like a little on-track stuff, they get into Discord, they get it all figured out, get it squashed right then and there, and it's done with.
Yes.
It doesn't.
Yes,
it doesn't carry over. There's no what's going to happen next week. You just see people get out there and drive, and so I think that's probably the biggest thing that I could say about what you guys are doing. That's just it's a ton of fun to see. So, man.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to drive and be in this league.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's awesome.
Well,
For sure.
double champ. That's what it is.
Yeah, sir. Double champ. Here's one trophy. I get the next one next week.
Gonna be awesome.
League buys me another one. That's awesome. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. And next year, just so the guys know, I think BJ shouted out, we're going to give away 6 trophies. And we may do a little surprise here and there, for the winners. But for the next 2 series will be first, second, and third trophies. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
And it's happened because we have, all these people donation and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
And that'll be something that I want to say too, not just to the league sponsors, but all the people that pull out of their own wallet to help you guys. Big special thanks to all the drivers and everything out there. And
thank you.
And we cut them a deal too. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, you do. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it very much. We really do. You don't understand. We really appreciate what you do for our league.
I hate money involved in this. If I could just make the revenue off of the actual streams, I'd never have to charge for this stuff. But maybe one day, maybe one day Fox will pick us up, or NBC, or whoever.
Oh, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
That'd be cool.
That would be very cool. Yeah.
Be like an actual esports television show that gets outside of iRacing. That I don't know. I love this play. I love this game. The simulator, whatever you want to call it. I love every portion of it. I love being able to call races. I'm appreciative of the platform that iRacing has helped me have.
Yes.
I really wish they would focus more. I know they're trying to focus and build a brand to be the best and get out there and be that Coca-Cola Series driver. But there are so many good leagues out there that need more focus. And we don't need Marconi Entertainment. Marconi is a great company that has helped themselves and helped iRacing market and do what they can when it comes to the truck series and what they do. And I am not knocking Marconi at all. But I'm not. It doesn't have to be me. There are so many other broadcasters out there. So many other broadcasted leagues that could use the support of iRacing to just get that little extra exposure. So,
yeah,
that's my challenge.
I agree with that. Yeah,
that's my challenge to iRacing. Draw the eyes to the races and these drivers that are out there. Focus on the positivity of growing this platform, and you'll grow the eyes and the views of every league that's out there. Not just the ones that I broadcast, but every league. I think the best racing that iRacing has is the league racing, hands down. And I mean, change my mind. Tell me the last time you had, you could tell me the last time you couldn't remember having a toxic situation at an official, right? That's
Right.
that's my thing. I
Almost every one I go into, it was, yeah, well said. Yeah.
So focus on the leagues, help the leagues grow, help these folks do
I
more
agree. Well said. Yes, sir. Yep.
and do what they need to do. All right, Scott, I'm gonna stop my high horse. You're a
Oh,
champion.
no, you're good. You're good, brother. Champion. Yes, sir. Got it.
It's gonna be
Got
good.
2, actually. Yeah.
I
Thank
know,
you.
but you're tonight's champion, okay?
Yes, sir. I am.
And
Yes,
Bobby
sir.
Bobby Joe's coming for you. So
I'm gonna soak it in, and it looks like Stephanie wants to be my trophy. So
that's
hey,
exactly right. That was the next thing I was gonna say.
She's been texting me, blowing me up too. So
She says she's
pretty
yeah,
good.
she said that shortly.
She's a
thereafter you
sweetheart,
crossed.
man. She's a sweetheart. Yeah. But thank you, man. I appreciate it.
We
You got me blushing over here.
won't talk about what that means, there, folks.
That's right.
That's for their eyes and ears.
Yeah, it's a trophy now. Don't think wrong.
That's right, Scott.
Heart to heart, baby. Heart to heart.
Give you a shout out,
Heart
brother.
to heart, right there. You see it?
That's
Heart
right.
to heart. Jason, we appreciate you. Alan Tillery, can't thank you enough. All the guys in the league. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad y'all are here. I love it. Thank you for a great season. 3 weeks. We got another one. Y'all need to come back and watch us. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a little bit longer too. They added another race, so we're going from 12 to 13 races there, folks.
Yes, sir. It's going to be good.
We're gonna have some fun. All right, man. We'll talk to you here in just a minute. And
all right, thank you.
You're welcome. What a good race that was. You too, brother. Congratulations.
You too. Bye-bye.
See ya. All right. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la la la. We have another champion. That is exactly it. Much love to everybody. Thank you to everybody for being out there. What a good race that was. Stephanie, there you go. You gotta keep I gotta keep pushing some come on sports center. Yes, that's right. I just want to see everybody grow. You know, I want to see all the leagues grow. I want to see, you know, everybody has their, if you're a content creator out there, everybody has their game, right? There's games that I love playing. There are things that I would like to do, and I like to use our platform to make awareness on different games out there as well. But iRacing is what has made us. iRacing has been the platform that we've been able to grow on and been able to influence and try to make sure that we are doing more for these leagues and these series and you know, just to give a platform, and that is the biggest care that I can have. We have a ton of you guys are fans of your drivers. You're fans of what we do here as well. I have to assume that because I mean you're still here, right? And everybody continues to help us grow. So that's all that I could ask for is our continued growth to be able to help these leagues get more exposure, get more fans, get more people behind them, and make it personal. And make it like these are just everyday names for everybody out there on our platform. Chop Shop does a great job of that. They have the same. Again, we take Hrt2Heart, we take Chop Shop, we take AMP, we take Sim 500, we take all these leagues that we call for, and we just give them more. All the leagues that we've had in the past that have just, we'd love to be that stepping stone to give them exactly what they need as they need it, when they need it. And I will always continue to try to improve everything that we do to be able to make sure that we can continue to deliver the experience that these drivers need and to deliver the viewing experience that you folks need. We're going to continue to improve the quality. We're going to continue to do what we can to be able to offer more and to be able to be the best that we can be as far as the platform goes. So they're going to be back in a couple of weeks. We're going to make sure that we get everybody taken care of when it comes to all of that. Folks, I thank everybody for being out there through this second season with these fine folks. What a fun time it's been. What a great experience it's been. We're off tomorrow. AMP comes back in a couple of weeks as well. So those fine folks are going to be putting in the time and energy as well. Monday night we have the Chop Shop Dirt Series. Chop Shop Truck Series comes back Tuesday. Wednesday we have the Sim 500 Truck Series as well. Thursday back for the Xfinity Series with Signature Esports. Next Friday with the Cup Series. So we're going to be Monday through Friday this next week, and then we'll be off both Saturday and Sunday next weekend. We do have a charity race that I need to throw out there as well. We are going to be doing a live stream for to help with Jess as well. So we're going to be doing a community stream for that. It may be a 24-hour stream. We may see it. We may see what that's gonna entail. I'm gonna try to get in to get some of my iRating back this week as well, because I lost some of it the other day when I get out there and race for the first time in a hot minute. Competition gets fierce. Competition is good. These leagues are phenomenal. Yeah, and just continuously trying to learn everything that you can about what we do. Cazenave is your champion. Roberge is your winner. And tonight was a phenomenal race. Thank you to Buchanan Resort. Thank you to Steak and Shake. Thank you to Seattle Carpets. And, of course, and always, thank you to AlanTilleryAuto.com. They're going to come back for the next season. This was fun. This was entertaining. Roll Tide from the Dudley Man. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Like, follow, subscribe on all of our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe if you are able. Make sure you use that Twitch Prime sub. Remember that if you're out there and you're watching and you subscribe with Twitch Prime, you get Apple Plus. There's a promotion going on with Apple Plus that is part of the drops on Twitch. Make sure that you also get out there and, if you can, become a channel member on YouTube, or you can get out there and become a supporter on Facebook. Thank you so much to everybody for doing what you got to do. Dudley, thank you for the like, sir. Much love. Congrats to Scott on the championship, he says. Folks, put your comments in it as well. Make sure you take care of it. We're gonna get back into the flow. More racing coming up. Seasons are renewing. Drivers are renewing. And it's going to be a bigger experience. Be good. Be safe. Be kind of order. That's the most important thing. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to Jess as well. Thank you to all the driver camps tonight. And, of course, and always thank you to all the drivers for giving us a great season. Be good. Be safe. See you in the next one.